From 1945, it's Here Come the Co-Eds with Bud Abbott and Lou Costello.
I'm Lainie.
I'm her dad, Jim.
And this is Take Two Screen Reviews.
And this was a fun movie.
I thought so too. I thought it was really funny.
You know, this one has a lot of the vaudeville routines that Abbott and Costello were famous for, but they're skewed a little bit so that they fit better into the plot line and they're not forced in. Unlike The Time of Their Lives, which we just watched, which probably is my very favorite Abbott and Costello film. This one is a little bit more formulaic Abbott and Costello, whereas the other one was a script where they were definitely playing roles. They're more Bud and Lou here. Now they do have parts, obviously. Bud is playing Slats and Lou is playing Oliver. Now Slats has a sister, and her name is Molly McCarthy, and she's an aspiring model. And in order to help her career, Slats has devised this PR campaign that says she wants to go to this all-girls college named Bixby. The dean of Bixby sees the ad, or sees the magazine spread, and decides that he's going to give her a scholarship because he thinks that would be good PR for the school, so it would benefit both of them. Meanwhile, Slats and Oliver get in trouble at their job, and Molly works the same job with them, and they get in trouble at their job and then with the police, so they're kind of on the run. And they wind up going to the college with her and become caretakers at the college to get a job there. And their boss is Lon Chaney, who's great in the role that he's in here. Now, Lon Chaney played the Wolfman in a lot of horror films, and he actually comes back and plays the Wolfman in Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. And you've actually seen that. So he has a really nice role here. As good as all the comedy routines are here, there are some pitfalls that a lot of Abbott and Costello films have, and that mainly focuses in the area of the music. They get into these musical interludes which kill the momentum of the film. The ironic part is there's two musical numbers in here which are great, which are the right type of musical number for a film like this. They move the plot. And if the producers had taken note of that moving forward, I think we would have seen some better choices made in future films as far as the music goes. But, we've got a mixed bag with the music here.
Yeah, I thought that some of the music was kind of pointless. It didn't have a point in the movie.
Right, they try to shoehorn it in. Now I'm going to guess that you're talking about the same ones I am. There's the all-girls choir, beautiful singers, beautiful song, just kills the momentum of the plot because it doesn't feel like it fits. They kind of all gather in the courtyard at night and just start singing. And they're all posed. So it's a little bit, it looks fake. It doesn't even look like it really flows. The other ones would be Evelyn and her magic violin, and she's a phenomenal violinist. But they were obviously shoehorning these into the movie to showcase her talent and maybe try to do something more. Maybe they're trying to promote her. Again, they try to work it in, basing it on the fact that this violinist in the orchestra are part of the college, but it doesn't quite fit. And it goes on, you know what I mean? Even though as good as she is, it slows the plot.
Yeah, I thought there was a little bit of a funny thing at the end, but that didn't really even have a point.
Right. I mean, they try to work it in. Now, the two pieces that did work were the ones that Peggy Ryan was involved with. Peggy Ryan plays Patty, who's kind of a love interest for Lou here. Great character. She was a lot of fun. And she has this really great number with Lou in the classroom. He sings along with her, and it's comedy gold. I mean, it's great. It's funny. She's great. She's got a lot of energy, and she's a lot of fun. I liked her a lot. I thought she was great in this movie. And he says a line at the beginning of it. He says, "I feel just like Donald O'Connor," and that was an in joke at the time because she and Donald O'Connor were making films for Universal, and Universal is the one that produced this film as well. They were making films for Universal together that were kind of mimicking the films that Judy Garland and Mickey Rooney were making for MGM. So it was an in-joke, but I could totally see her, making those films. I don't think I've ever seen one, but I think she's great. And the second number that she did was at the halftime of the basketball game, where it was part of the halftime show. And again, really upbeat. She was great in it. Really fun, fast-paced, and it moved the plot. It was a nice break from the basketball game, and I thought that one fit in nicely. The other one's not so much.
Yeah, but I did really like Patty, and she was funny in a lot of spots. One that I really liked was when Costello is trying to get Patty to go under the bed because they're trying to get the other girl out of the window.
Yeah, Molly has come to talk to Slats and Oliver, and Patty follows her to say, "You got to get out of here. They're looking for you." So they rush to get Molly out the window because if they get caught with a girl in the room, they're going to get fired. So they get Molly out the window, and they're standing there looking at each other, and they realize, oh, Patty's a girl too, and now they don't have time to get her out the window, so they hide her under the bed.
Right. And they're trying to hide Patty from Costello's boss. Now, Costello's boss is going to sleep in one of the beds to make sure that there aren't any girls. And so Patty keeps on rolling under the beds from bed to bed, and Costello keeps on going.
Yeah, he keeps moving Lon Chaney from each bed, not knowing that Patty has rolled under a bed.
Right.
So they keep switching. It's great. It's a lot of fun, and they have some fun with it, and Costello plays off of it really well. And I think she's got great comedic timing, and she fit in this movie great. She fits with them great. She added to the team in my way of thinking. There were a lot of other good bits in here. Lon Chaney is the Masked Marvel at one point, and Lou is wrestling the Masked Marvel. Now he doesn't start out as the Masked Marvel. There's a different guy, and they've got it rigged. Abbott rigs it so that they can make money, and they got to make money to save the college. So they need some money, and what happens is that guy gets sick, and so Lon Chaney wants to beat up on Costello, so he dons the mask of the Masked Marvel, and so we have a great wrestling match there.
Right.
There's the bit where Lou is in the restaurant, and he's got oyster soup, and there's a live oyster in the oyster soup, and he's fighting with the oyster. There's a Car 13 bit in here where they steal a police car at the very beginning of the movie, which is why they wind up at the college. Lots of funny bits, but it culminates with this basketball game. There is a chase at the end, but for my money, the basketball game is the climax. And the basketball game I thought was a lot of fun.
Yes, I really liked the basketball game.
And Lou Costello was a basketball player in his youth, and so that's actually him sinking most of those shots.
That's really cool. I didn't think he was actually
Yeah, he did his own stunts there, and I guess he was a dead-eye free throw shooter in his youth. And, you could see, because they take the angle from the top of the backboard, and you can see the ball leave his hand and arc right up through the net, and it never leaves sight. So I'm pretty sure those are all his shots. Obviously not the trick shots that are involved in it. But we do have that second climax because the basketball game is a failure. They've bet money on the basketball game in order to try to save the college. They had to get some money from the wrestling match in order to get enough money to bet to be able to make enough money to save the college.
And I think they bet all of their money that they got.
And so then, Lou grabs the money and they wind up in this chase, and Abbott and Costello are in a boat that's in a trailer, and it eventually, so it's a boat going down the road. It's fun, and, it's front of a moving background, but, that's typical of the time. But the film was fun, I thought.
Yes.
It's not the same, like I said, as The Time of Their Lives, but this is, it's a diversion, and that's what it's for. So ultimately, did you like it?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And last take.
See it.
Now, see it here too. I might say that I would skip through, I might fast forward through some of those Glee Club songs and the violin songs. You don't have to. I mean, it's not that bad, but definitely do not fast forward through the Peggy Ryan numbers because they are fun.